about TikTok. Well, where have you been?
I guess I've been under a rock.
I don't use it either.
About it.
It's really big with kids, preteens, and a lot of people.
And I'm starting to see some of those videos being shared on Facebook. That's how I found out about it. So it allows you to make and share short videos. Right now, there are more than 1 billion active users each month, and it is getting bigger.
Bigger and bigger. So Joel Coen is joining us. He's the Chief Digital Officer at Commit Agency, here to talk about the TikTok phenomenon, and I assume what is so magical about it and why it's really grabbed hold of everybody's attention is because it can make you feel like a star and a performer.
Yeah, I think with any kind of social media, I mean, especially with kids, you want to feel like people want to watch you, and they get a certain emotion that comes from that, right? And so being able to project yourself out into the world really kind of drives that dopamine, and like, people like me. And so that this platform now is something where kids can come on, creatively express themselves in a way with music and dance and other things that from my perspective is pretty healthy for the most part, and in a very unique way.
And so this is something where you're lip syncing to different songs. I've seen different challenges.
Yes.
Where are the problems coming in? Because we know with social media,
there's always a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. So I think one issue that had come up was that location sharing had been taking place kind of early on in the app's development overall. What I would say is that with any social media, what you want to be careful of as a parent is just to know what your kids are up to overall. So there are settings you can go in and see, is your location being shared? Look at the videos that your kids are making online. With any social media, there's not ever going to be one that's safe, and in this case it seems to be that it's a little bit more safe than others, but know what your kids are up to.
And in general, it seems to be an outlet for a lot of kind of wholesome fun where you'll see parents and kids and big groups of people kind of doing this all together, right?
Well, and even for kids that have gone through some pretty traumatic situations. I mean, the Parkland shootings as example, the kids that went through that situation recently, there was a CNN article that walked through that they've been posting videos on here, and they find it therapeutic to kind of, in certain situations, mock what has happened as far as what the administrators see as like security measures, like they're wearing badges, and they kind of mock that situation. But it's a matter of just being able to express themselves overall in a way that they may not be able to otherwise.
This generation is different because Saturday Night Live, I just even remember as a child, they would say, that joke too soon, too soon. But it's really not for this generation. They grew up with their phones in their hands, and they're using them to cope.
Well, think about when in our generation, we weren't able to share our feelings and thoughts and others. We'd share them with our families, right? Or our immediate network that was there, right? Exactly. Now you have access to billions of users in certain cases where you can just say how you're feeling, and that might pick up, and millions and millions of people react to what it is that you're going through.
And well, the one thing to keep in mind that you got to always tell the kids is these videos do last forever, right? Once you're putting something out there, so later on, and whatever your career may be, I mean, generally these don't seem to be problematic, but these are just an account of how you were at that time. I know that I don't want to really see myself from a lip-syncing video in the 7th grade, which is out there on VHS.
Start Googling.
Well, and it's funny you say that. I mean, there was a bunch of kids over at our house recently, and one of our neighbors, her daughter Audrey was making videos, and they were gone for like an hour, and then they come back and they're like, look at all the videos that we made, and one of the kids fell over in the video, and you just think, I thought immediately, is like, man, if you accidentally do something, you get caught doing something, and it automatically uploads, that definitely could cause a problem for you long term.
And you can receive private messages, so that's another place where parents should look.
Yeah, you should definitely just see what type of activity is taking place, who's following your kid, what is being said about the videos that are there, and look for those warning signs like you're cute, you know, that kind of stuff. Those are the things that you want to be careful of and just keep an eye on.
God bless parents today.
No kidding.
So much to worry about. Communication should be between friends, right? Of their own age.
Yes.
Yep.
And your parents.
You bet.
Thank you.